Welcome back to STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and we're back with Susan Aselage, who is with Sabreliner, and you are the current president of the company.
Yes.
But you're one of the original investors.
Yes,
and
I'm one of the
two remaining. Is
two
that right?
remaining of six originally.
Okay, so you've really grown up professionally through this company in a male-dominated field.
I have, yes. There aren't very many of us in leadership positions in the aerospace industry, although it's changing.
Yeah, it is changing.
Yes.
But how has that been for you? What are some things that have helped you succeed along the way?
I think I don't think about it that much. I think as you come into work every day and try to set the standard for the company, I don't think in terms of gender at all. It's doing your job and trying to do it right and pay attention to your employees and your customers and not trying to get caught up in gender or other issues.
Yeah, and you've raised two daughters.
I have.
Who are now young adults themselves.
Yes.
And what do you think they've learned watching you have a successful professional life while still maintaining a home life, which is hard to juggle it all?
It is. I think what they look at is that this is normal. You know, in today's environment, they are much less gender sensitive than I would have been or my parents before me. This is the way life is, and you do your job, and it doesn't matter who you are, gender or otherwise, old, young, male, female.
Right. So do your girls have career plans of their own?
My youngest is working at Wells Fargo Advisors just next door here, and my oldest is getting her teaching certificate. So they both will have careers, either have or will have.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So is there anything that you would tell young women who are in college today or starting to think about their careers, some tips for managing their lives and their direction?
There are, and I would say, again, this is not necessarily gender sensitive, but you can't, what you believe you're going to do in college, what you think you're going to do will change in 10 years.
Right. So
don't get hung up on, this is what I'm going to do, and nothing will change. So take advantage of the opportunities as they present themselves, and keep plugging along.
And you're a good example of that because you started out in the investment banking industry in New York.
And before that I was a paralegal at a law firm.
Oh, really?
So I was a paralegal, then an investment banker, and then came to Sabreliner. And it all counts. All experience has been useful.
Exactly, exactly. And how do you keep yourself current now? And this is something for young people today too to learn from, is you're established in your career, but you're always having to learn. You
do always have to learn. And I think if you can, the times you learn the most is when you're outside of your comfort zone. And just try to, any seminar that somebody offers you, go to it, whatever it is. Just keep going, and it will all count and all help.
Yeah, one of the things that's really going on in business today that we all hear about, especially in marketing, is social media. Yes. Is that something that Sabreliner has even begun to attack? We have, and we're probably a little behind. Our industry, our customer base is very small, right. So it's probably not as important, but it is all important. I believe our customers talk to each other on social media, right? And we are endeavoring to stay on top of that. And there's different niches depending on what your industry is, or the types of customers you have that might be more appropriate as well. Yes. So is that something that you would recommend to young people today to stay on top of? Absolutely. The knowledge, the technology. Yes, because it moves so fast. And that's the only way to keep track of your customers in the end. Yeah. So quick transition. One of the things that is really interesting about you is you, in addition to all the things, raising kids, running a corporation, you love horses. I do. And you've managed to maintain a farm here in the west part of St. Louis County. And yes, in St. Charles County, just on the other side of Bush Wildlife, we have a 50-acre farm with 10 horses. And how much time do you spend there? I spend weekends there. And that's pretty much with the Sabreliner responsibilities, that's all I have time for. Yeah, so pretty much every weekend? Yes, every weekend. We have a large garden too. Oh, wow. So that's a great way to just chickens, sort of... Chickens and horses and vegetables. Yes. That's great. So that's your way of sort of decompressing and getting back ready
relaxing after the work week and getting ready for the next one.
It is, and it works great.
Yeah, good. Well, Susan, thank you so much for coming and sharing your life and your tips with us today. We're excited about Sabreliner and looking forward to seeing all the new things that you guys have, helicopters and otherwise, coming through St. Louis in the near future. Our next guest will tell us how one of St. Louis's most popular places is building to new heights, so stay with us.